there, I'm Nina Christmas. I'm here today to talk to you about how to wrap your hair, how to keep your silk press as fresh as possible when you leave the hair salon. A silk press is just an amazing way to describe how the hair looks after it is made straight with a flat iron. When it's done properly, it can really resemble silk and be as reflective as the light shines. A really good way to maintain the silk press day to day is wrapping your hair. Wrapping your hair is a really good way to make sure that if humidity has gotten into your hair, you can press it out with the wrap, and you can also minimize frizz. It gives your hair a chance at night to sleep in a pattern that can be the next day seen as good as it was the day it was done. I like to start my wrap with my fingers. It's a cool way that my mother shared with our family to make sure that if you have no utensils, you can still make sure that your hair looks good. So I'll start off with my fingers in a circular motion. And what happens most time in the crown is some unnecessary volume develops, and we have to figure out how to catch it. Normally when you have a nice layered shape or just a fresh trimmed shape and you take your hands through your hair, it'll go around the circle of your head. When I finally get this secured, if I don't have anything near and I'm using my hands only, I can take what I would secure my wrap with, close it, and spin it. Now this takes a little work, but this is considering you with no utensils. You never want to get caught in a bind. You should always be able to wrap your hair. Ooh, that made some sense. So here's a chance just to get it all wrapped up without utensils. Sometimes our hair can be really silky and we need to figure out how to get it secured underneath. This is a really good mesh wrap. Also, there are silk scarves that you can use and bonnets. So when you're taking your wrap down, sometimes you can have hair that decides it wants to go one way or the other. A really good way to avoid this happening is every few days, maybe every 2 or 3 days, switch the direction that you wrap your hair in. So if your haircut can withstand it, it can go to either side. And if you decide to switch to another side, you would probably need to incorporate a brush. Something with bristles strong enough to push your hair around so that it adheres to the new direction. And if your hair is dense or really thick or long, you might want to just pick up a paddle brush. The mirror doesn't hurt either. You don't have to be like Superwoman and wrap your hair in the dark with no utensils. Definitely use the mirror so you can see which direction you're taking your hair. You can even use something that has bristles that are a little more sturdy to smooth out the surface of the wrap to really ensure that overnight your hair stays secure. There are many ways to wrap your hair. Some people like to use pins to secure the outer area. And if your hair is falling in the wrap, the pins can definitely help you avoid the shape of your wrap coming loose. Some people like to secure their hair beneath what they're wrapping it with and leave the pins there. Some people like to be really clever and slide them out. Again, I mentioned there's no wrong way to eat the Reese's. The whole point is making sure that your wrap stays secure. I'll show you a quick way to add in a serum. I like to add in product maybe 2 to 3 days after the silk press has been done, because normally at our salon we've steamed in a lot of great conditioning nutrients so that you don't need to leave the salon and look for things to add into your hair. One of my favorites, because it is silicone free and it has a low oil base, is our Huetiful Macadamia Silicone Free Finishing Serum. I add in maybe a half a pump and emulsifying my hands really well. Normally what can fit into the hair will, and what can't fit will stay on your hands. So I like to add into the ends and in the base at different places. Again, what can't fit in won't go in, and I normally add that to my skin. It feels really good. So what the serum does is it adds a really nice finish to the cuticle layer of the hair strand, and it gives a really good shine. The shine will definitely be reflective when you unwrap your hair, and it'll refresh the look every day. So wrapping can definitely save the silk press that you set into the salon to receive and paid for, and this is a good way to reserve the style and make sure that your ends don't splinter every night. So if you've gotten a chance to observe a few tips from this video, hopefully you apply them and you keep your hair wrapped and fresh and maintain your silk press. Thanks so much.